Hi, I'm Ben Quiggle, editor of Woodall's Campground magazine, and this is another episode of Supplier Showcase. And I'm back with Bobby Sorden from At My Community is here. Dyana Keller, who is organizing the Campground Solutions Summit West, which we're super excited about, and that's coming up here next week, April 1st through the 3rd at the Grand Sierra Resort and Casino in Reno, Nevada. And I guess, Dyana, I mean, you decided to put this thing together, and you're within a week. I guess, how are registrations coming in, and what's this thing? Is this thing going to be a pretty popular event, I guess?
Well, I certainly hope so. Registrations are going really well. I mean, still the majority of attendees are coming from California, which is not surprising because they're my members for the most part. But I have campgrounds from all 11 Western states. I have casino properties coming from different states. I have fairground properties coming from different states. I have municipalities coming from different states. So it's really this really interesting, diverse, collective group of attendees coming together.
Yeah, and the speaker list, I think we've spoken before, and I just think the speaker list you have is who's who of like industry icons like Jim Rogers and like people like Mark Kepp, who are really industry thought leaders. Of course, you yourself too, Dyana. I mean, you go around the country talking about the outdoor hospitality industry quite a bit too. So I mean, the speaker selection that you have for this event should just attract a lot of people. So
I would certainly hope so, and I feel really, really blessed. I didn't plan to have this in Reno in order to get Jim Rogers to speak, but it sure turned out to be a nice, a nice segue there that he happens to be there, and I found the right subject for him to speak to. So he's actually going to be speaking to our emerging leaders, which is something he's super passionate about, and bringing young people into the industry. And I think we would all agree we need new people in the industry. We have, kind of an aging population, and we need young people coming in and excited about it. So part of the emerging leaders segment is that I have about 25 students that are in recreation, hospitality, and tourism programs right now, coming from the California UC systems, looking for jobs, looking to get into the industry, trying to find out what that path looks like for them. So if there's campgrounds out there that are looking for summer help, I've got it for you. You just need to come to CSS West and sign them up.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's exciting too. And you got, I would say around 50, 60, 70 vendors it looks like they're going to be at this conference as well.
I do. I have about 60 vendors. We've got 5 or 6 different accommodations. We've got reservation software. We've got some new vendors that are super exciting that do rental kiosks for kayaks and paddle boards. I've got, oh my gosh, what else do I have, Bobby? You saw them.
Yeah, you got spin.
I have everything.
Yeah, you got Spin Copter, which are those neat little toys for kids. So that should be cool. I'm gonna have to spend some time at that booth. So and then helping you organize it all, at least in app form, is Bobby. I guess Bobby, you and At My Community are helping to kind of organize everything so that people have access to all this information when they actually get to the conference.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I contacted Dyana, I guess would have been like the end of last year when she was deciding to put this together. I said, hey, we'd love to build you a complimentary app for the conference. And as you said, Ben, the best thing about the app is organization and communication. So I've been working on the app diligently over the last couple months, getting information from Dyana, making sure that everything's working well. So I'm actually going to share my screen here and show you a little bit of what the app looks like so people can make sure they're downloading it to get it before they actually come to the show, because we want them to come to the show or we want them to get the app before they come to the show. So let me get on here and share.
That might be a little aggressive. I always wait until I'm at shows to download. Sometimes I wait to get hotel rooms till I'm on an airplane going to a show.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's a great.
You're that guy, huh, Ben? I got it.
Yeah. So Ben, I expect you to be one of the first ones right after this call to download the app if you haven't downloaded it yet. So hopefully you guys can see my screen right now. Can you?
We can.
Cool. Yeah. So this is the app. As you see, scrolling at the top there is some of the sponsors that are sponsoring this event. So that scrolls through at the top. Dyana was just talking to us right before we came on to start this. We were offline where she's like, somebody said, hey, how do I get the schedule? Where can I find it? Do I have to go to the website every single time? And Dyana said, no, there's an app for that. So it worked out well. So like you can see here, you click on schedule and we have every single thing that's happening at this event. So as I scroll, you can see there's all kinds of great stuff that Dyana's put together. So I put all this information right into the schedule here. You can go through this, users out there, and actually click the little star for the ones you want to go to, and it'll remind you 15 minutes beforehand, and it'll create a little agenda for you right on your phone whenever you click the little, we call it the hamburger up in the left-hand corner of the app. You click on that, and it says My Agenda, so you can see all the ones that you favorited. So you can see it's got a lot of good stuff that's happening here on the agenda. She's also Diana's put together these things called campfire theater chats right there. So these are little chats that are going on the floor so people can go and just kind of sit in the little theater area. It's like kind of around a campfire, which I thought was a great idea, Dyana. So good job with that one.
Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything you want to talk about those right now or not.
Yeah, sure. So this just gives some of our vendors, some of our education, a little bit of an extended opportunity. It's not formalized. It really is a campfire. We have a fire pit. We've got camp benches from Pilot Rock. Yeah. And it's an opportunity to have more of a conversation about different types of subjects. So I have a few different speakers popping in. Heidi Doyle's going to be talking about tips and tricks to keep your pedestals and all of your equipment up to, cleaned and ready and up to speed. We've got Mike Harrison with a couple different subjects he's going to be talking about. Of course, Jim Rogers will be there. I've got an opportunity for the interns from the UC system to be there. So there are a lot of topics that are just going to be, people will be cycling throughout the event.
And what's awesome about I think it's awesome. So I'm kind of giving myself praise here. I hope that doesn't sound too like narcissistic, but what I've done to make it easy for everybody is like you click in on the actual event. I've actually put a map on here where if you want to know where it's at. So right there, you see when you click on map, it shows the floor layout and then the little icon where Theater 1 is. So, or Theater 2, whichever one that is. I didn't see what name of it was. That's Theater 1. So people can actually see where these events are being held. The same goes for the schedule here. So if they go to the schedule, you can click on somewhere and say, okay, where is this Nevada conference room at for this reservation software panel, which I'm really excited about too, because Dyana's letting me be the one that hosts it. So as most of the people in this industry know, I used to work for a software reservation company. So this is really great that I've developed some really good open-ended questions that both Dyana and I bounced ideas off of to have this. We're calling it the software solutions panel, but it's not really a panel about like, oh yeah, we do this, this, and this, and yeah, so do we, and so do we. It's more of open-ended questions about tell us about a time like so-and-so or so on. So I'm excited for this, Dyana, so thanks for letting me host that one.
Are you going to explore AI during that session?
I don't know. The question might come up, so we'll see.
I know there's some other people. Mark Kep is also doing a session on AI. So
I was going to say, I've been leaving AI to like Mark Kep and other people out there that are a little bit more familiar with it than I am. But so I won't be talking too much about that stuff. But as you can see here, when I click on the map, it shows you where the conference or where the panel is going to be at based in the map area. So so that's the cool thing about it. So any questions so far on the scheduling and stuff?
I think I've been to a couple different conferences this spring where I've been able to use your app because I know you've worked with a couple other conferences. And I think, one of the things I really enjoy is the push notifications too. So like if you star items that you're interested in going to, you get a push notification to your phone or your device so that you can remember that it's going on. Because I know sometimes people get so busy, they forget what things they were interested in or, what times things are happening. So,
yep. Yeah. So just like I pushed that little star right there for California Solutions Open to All. So that's exactly what you're talking about there, Ben. You star that and now you'll get a reminder 15 minutes before that starts as a push notification right to your phone. So yeah, thanks for bringing that part up.
And Ben, you were talking about winning some money at, one of the events that you went to. So we actually have an opportunity to win some cash money on this app as well. And I'll let Bobby talk about that.
Yeah, this was a great idea that I think Dyana came up with. At first, I was telling Dyana, well, maybe we could do something where we do like a scavenger hunt where people can go around the conference and take some pictures. But then Diana's like, well, what if we just have them have a contest where they can go around the entire conference anytime, anywhere, and take pictures, and then we'll vote. The board staff will vote on the pictures of the best picture, and they have the opportunity to win cash. And Dyana said that they're going to win $150 for first place, $100 for second place, and $50 for third place. So if you notice the button that I just clicked on here, it's right there in the top right corner. It says Summit Snapshot Photo Contest. So you click on that button. Of course, you have to agree to the disclaimer there that you agree that you're going to use your photos. And then as you go throughout the conference, you'll fill out this form. And anytime you want to take a picture, you click right there on that camera icon right on your phone, and you can take the picture right there with your camera. Or if you've just taken pictures throughout the conference, you can just upload it from your phone as well. Once you fill out the form for the first time, it'll store all your information on there. So the next time you come to it, all you got to do is take another picture and hit submit. And then Dyana and a few of her teammates or team members are going to actually go through the photos and see which ones are some of the best ones and vote on them to see who wins the cash prize. Is that right, Dyana?
That is right. And we're going to give out that cash prize to the winners at the very last session, which is the Hash It Out Cracker Barrel session.
Yep.
And that'll be Thursday at 3:00. So
there you go.
Everybody needs to be present to win that. But we're looking forward to people participating, taking some really fun photos, because we know some of the best photos come from just the attendees taking pictures, getting together and showing things that, they've had a good time with, people connecting, networking, and that's going to be the best.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And Ben, we were talking earlier about suppliers, or Ben, did you want to add on to that?
No, I'm good. Keep going.
So you talked about some suppliers here. So as you can see, I have a whole list of all the suppliers. This should be updated. Diana, if it's not, please let me know, because I don't want any suppliers getting mad at me that they're not on here. So we can always update quickly and easily. But one thing that I've done, really, what I think is really good for this conference is whenever you click on one of the suppliers, like I'll click on Access Parks, you can get, if they have a YouTube video, I threw it up there about their information. You have a button right to their website. Or if you want to know where they're located, so you can go talk to them at their booth, you click on booth location. And it brings up the map again and shows you exactly which booth they're in. So that way it's making it easy for everybody that's coming to this conference how to find suppliers, how to find the rooms, how to find where they need to go, watch a video if you want to learn more about what they do for parks. It's just a great way. I think it's a great tool that when I approached Dyana, that I think, hey, this is really going to help us out with helping people find things quickly and easily. So.
Yeah, are people going to be able to have access to this after the conference to be able to look up maybe a supplier that they were interested in?
Yes, absolutely. That's a great question, Ben. Thanks for asking that. Yes, it's completely open. They'll always have it, and Dyana can use the same one for next year, and we'll talk more about that later. But the only thing that doesn't stay on the app, and it's because it's by default, is the schedule or the theater chats. Those fall off the schedule when it's over. Because really the app was designed for RV parks and campgrounds to use, so they can use the same exact app at their parks. And if they have multiple events going on throughout the year, they don't want to have people have to scroll all the way down the bottom past things that have already passed. So those fall off. However, everything else will still be on there. The expo suppliers, the sponsors, the map, everything else, the speakers. If you notice here, I got all the speakers. You mentioned Jim Rogers, so I can grab his information. So there's a picture of Jim and a little bio about him. So that way people know who's talking about who or talking about what. So all that stuff will still be on there except for the schedules of events.
I thought you were going to start breaking into a song there. About who, what, I don't know. But yeah. I'm excited about the bowling on the last night too. Yeah. I'm pretty good at Wii, so maybe it'll transition into the real game.
Bring shoes. Bring your Quigalicious shoes.
Yeah,
shoes.
We'll have the bumpers up for everybody.
So I guess how do people learn more about the summit? I guess, Dyana.
CampgroundSolutionSummit.com. They can go to the website. They can still register right through the website. The room block has ended, but from what I understand, there's still some relatively value-friendly rooms available out there. I had somebody register yesterday. So, but yeah, we still have space. So get registered. Come join us. It's going to be great.
You know, one of my favorite things, Ben, about this The airport is 8 minutes away from the hotel.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great.
That is so great. I love that. So,
And they have a free shuttle. So anybody flying in, catch the shuttle. It runs every 15 minutes. It's free. Get to the
Oh, there
hotel.
you go.
Yep.
And then I guess Bobby, how do people download this app now?
Yeah, so the easiest way is, of course, they could always message me and I can send them over a direct URL. But if they just go to any of the app stores and start typing in CSS West, it should pop up. You'll see it's got the logo of the website logo, but they can download it that way. We've sent out a few things out on LinkedIn. I believe Diana's going to be sending out some more information either today or tomorrow. I don't know exactly when you're sending it out, Diana. She should have the QR code and the link within those emails. But again, just CSS West is a great way to download it quickly. And Ben, if you're going to post this out and put something in, I don't know if you can do it in the comments, but I can send you the direct URL if that helps you out. I'm not sure if you have a way of doing that.
Yep.
So
we could put that. If people see this online, there should be we should be able to put the QR code or a link or whatever to the to
we have we have a URL that we call a one link, and what that does is whenever they click on that link, whether they have a Google device or an Apple device, it'll open up the correct store based on their device. So it makes it easier for them. So yeah, I'll get that over to you.
Well, this is great. I mean, I'm excited about going to Reno. I'm excited about seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen for a while, like Bobby. I haven't seen you for a long time, Bobby. And then I'm, it's just going to be a great time out west, I think. So I'm excited, Diana. So
thank you. Yeah. I am excited about it as well. And it's just, the Western states are just different. We have our own attitude. We have a different vibe going on this side of the Rockies. And so I just really felt like it was important that they have their own show as well. And this gives all of them an opportunity to come together. So.
And if I can say, Ben, if I can, I'm going to say I give kudos to Diana about this. She's really worked hard. She's been up late nights. We talked about this over a year ago at the first glamping show we saw each other at, and I give you kudos, Diana. I know it's been hard work. I know it's been stressful. I know things have gone up and down. I'm just glad that you're still putting it together because I think it's going to be a good show, something new and different. And I'm all about innovation. So
thank you.
Yeah.
And I have to give a big shout out to Bobby because he has been one of my biggest supporters and encouragers. Between Bobby and Mark Kep and Chrissy Distel, they've all really helped kind of pull this together. And there's a number of other, partners, but there's
Mark
been
and I
some
had some
that
good
have really, gone above and beyond.
Yeah, as I say, Mark and I talked a little bit at the Waco show about this show, and we were both saying the same thing to each other we've been saying to you. So we're glad you're getting this going. We're always here to help, and anybody in this industry will reach out and help. So
yeah, and I'm excited to see both of you next week. And thanks everyone for watching.